Kestrels, welcome to today's Talk for Writing video. So today our learning objective is to understand the vocabulary features in A Tale of Fear. So as this is our first lesson with our new text Fowler's Yard, we are going to be using our Never Heard Before grids, which you are very familiar with, okay, to look at the vocabulary in the text. So just like we always do, you're going to have 3 columns. The first column is always never heard the word before. So going down your list, like words like outsmarted, shards, compressing, speckled, if you've never heard them, you can tick that box. If you've heard maybe of the word outsmarted before, but you're not really sure of the meaning, then tick that middle box. But if you've heard it before and you know the meaning, maybe you know the word metallic, then you need to tick that box and write what you think the definition is in that final definition box to help you start to build a picture and to help you understand the vocabulary in the text. So that's the first job. Once you've done that, you'll have some definitions that you know and some blank spaces because obviously they are new and unfamiliar words to you. What you then need to do is research the definition of those words. So whether it's using your phone and using Siri, whether it's using Alexa, whether it's using a dictionary, using Google on the computer, whatever way there is, but don't copy down the definition as it is if you don't understand it. Try and put it into child speaking terms. Make sure that you understand the definition that you're writing down or it's not going to help you. Okay, so for example, metallic, you might write down made of or containing metal. Okay, try and keep those definitions nice and short and simple. So in there, then once you've got a complete grid of never heard before, because now you should know all of the definitions, you need to choose some words. Not lots of words, okay, just a couple of them. And I want you to write a short paragraph today, looking at using some of those words in sentences. So for example, if I look at the sheets that you've got and some of those words, or I might write down a couple words from the first page. And I'm going to write them down, and I've obviously thought about the definitions previously, like you're going to. So I quite like the word shards, I think I can put that in a sentence. I like the word metallic. And also, for this sentence, I might choose scrunching. You might just choose 1 word to put in a sentence, 2 words, 3 words, you don't have to use lots. I think I can make a sentence with these 3 words though. So obviously you need to know what these words mean. So I've done my research, or know, like you should know, or do your research, for what these meanings and definitions are. So shards, okay, are like pieces of something sharp, whether it be metal, glass or rock. As I said, metallic is meaning of something that contains or made of metal. And scrunching is when you crush or crumple something, okay? So I'm going to think of using this, and I want to make it something scary. I'm thinking about tales of fear, okay? So I'm going to be making, I want to build suspense, I want to create atmosphere, I want to make it scary for the reader. So I need to think carefully about my word choice and my positioning. So now I need to try and think, how can I merge these words together? Remember our always toolkit. We're only going to really write 1 paragraph today, but it's going to be a slow write, okay, a short burst of writing where we're going to really concentrate on the content. It's not about the amount, it's about how the quality is, okay, hopefully we're going high quality. So it's 1 paragraph. I definitely need capital letters and full stops at a minimum, maybe some other punctuation. I need to think carefully about my word choices, but then also I can think about those range of sentence openers. I don't want every sentence to start with the or a. Okay, I want to be creative. Thinking of I space, I could have my ing opener, I could have my simile, I could have my preposition, my adverb, my conjunction or my ed starter. And again, that I space poster is also on the website for you to have a look at and remind you of those different sentence openers now that you've done your cold task. Which were brilliant, by the way, your cold tasks yesterday. Really impressed. I was a little bit scared though going to bed last night. I was hoping that none of your characters were going to come out. But hopefully, we all know that stories are just stories. So thankfully, I managed to get over it. But these are the words I'm going to try and put in a sentence now. So, you, with your definitions, you can choose different words. I don't want you to copy my paragraph. It's not about copying me. Remember, I do my shared writing and you do your own writing. Trying to think of what features, What language things have I used that maybe you can use in yours? So, again, I need to start with a capital letter. Okay, I might start with a sentence opener with a conjunction. I'm going to start my sentence with the word as. As he heard scrunching, and there you go, I've ticked off one of my words that I wanted to use. As he heard scrunching, I've used that one. Scrunching footsteps approach. What do I need after a sentence opener? Can you remember? I hope so. I need a comma. So, as he heard scrunching footsteps approach. How can I use the other? Remember, one of them is a noun and one of them is an adjective. So I want my adjective before my noun. So as he heard scrunching footsteps approach, the metallic shards. Remember, that's like sharp pieces of metal. And if I think of anything sharp, even like wood, I think of wood, something sharp, splinter. So I'm going to say splintered underfoot. So, as he heard scrunching footsteps approach, the metallic shards splintered underfoot. So now I've used all of those words. So now, in one sentence I've used 3, which is good. I want to think of some others that I could use. And I quite like, from the bottom one on your first side of your sheet, is the word rasp. I think that's a brilliant word. One that maybe you haven't heard of before. And rasp is like a scraping noise. It's not a very nice noise. So I'm thinking I want to use that in this, definitely to build that suspense. So I'm then going to continue. Remember, I don't just write a sentence and start new lines. I'm writing a paragraph. I'm going to continue if I've got space. So I'm going to say the rasp. Oh, I want an adjective. I don't just want to say rasp. The sharp rasp. Okay, a high-pitched like noise of scraping could be sharp. Rasp of a stranger. We don't know who the stranger is, so that makes it scary. Of a stranger's breath. So the sharp rasp of a stranger's breath seemed to engulf him. Full stop. And I've used the word rasp. And quite another sort of exciting piece of language, engulf. If you might know what that means, okay, and what that means is when you're surrounded or covered up by something. So the breath seemed to engulf him, it covered him up. Think about maybe when you just want a duvet day and you just cover yourself in a blanket and you really wrap yourself up, and that breath is just surrounding him. So as he heard scrunching footsteps approach, the metallic shard splintered underfoot. The sharp rasp of a stranger's breath seemed to engulf him, building that suspense. Who is it? What are they going to do? What do they want? Where's the story going to go? You're in control of that with your own paragraph. So I'm going to write another sentence now. And I'm thinking, oh, what word? I might like the word beady. I'm going to use the word beady as one of my words. I want to fit that into a sentence somehow. So now I'm going to continue, not start a new line. And I'm going to go with ebony, black. So not just black. Ebony, black, beady eyes. Peered. So ebony, black, beady eyes, peered, comma, staring straight at him. So staring straight at him. Full stop. And then maybe, now I've used my word beady, again, knowing that that beady word means bead-like, ebony black beady eyes peered, staring straight at him. I want to finish it possibly with a rhetorical question. It doesn't seem like a very nice place to be, so maybe a rhetorical question that I might ask the reader is, should he run? And remember, our range of punctuation, I'm not going to put a full stop. Hopefully you should know with a rhetorical question, I'm going to put a question mark. And then that's just a few. I've only written 3 sentences. I expect around 5 from you for a paragraph. So as he heard scrunching footsteps approach, the metallic shards splintered underfoot. The sharp grasp of a stranger's breath seemed to engulf him. Ebony black beady eyes peered, staring straight at him. Should he run? And hopefully in yours as well, you will have built suspense in yours. I can't wait to read them. Make sure you do spend the time getting those definitions correct beforehand though, because we don't want to write sentences where they don't quite make sense, and that happens when we're not sure what those words mean. So do your research if you're unsure of any of those words, never heard them before. Research them, find them, and then try and put them into a sentence. Obviously, I don't expect all of the words. Pick and choose your favourite. Words like ooze and cleaving, speckled. I want to find lots and lots of different sentences when I read them to try and find out which different ways we've got using those words. So good luck. Can't wait to read it. Bye-bye.